let's say I'm being judgmental, right? So because our mind, it has to analyze all these things and then it has to form a conclusion of some sort. So let's say I'm being judgmental that somebody is not fast enough in their growth and expansion and development, or maybe I'm noticing I'm being critical on how they work, how they move, how they execute things. What do you do with judgments? Like if our brain, our mind is telling us, oh my God, it should have been done this way and it should have been done by now. How do you help us with meditation or any of your tools for this particular issue of judgment?
Great question. I love it. Okay, so first of all, the awareness again. Awareness always comes first. I have judgments right now going in my mind because judgments live in the mind.
Okay.
Judgment and comparing and fear and greed, those four, I call them our four false friends, they live in the mind.
Again,
Judgment, comparison, fear,
and
greed.
And greed live in the mind. Good
Yeah.
to know. Okay, thank you. Awesome.
Yeah. So the first, the awareness again. Oh, I've got judgments going on here about this person who should have done this and ought to have done that. So there's your should and ought are two red flag words, which are judgmental words.
Yeah, should and ought. Yeah. Okay.
So then, again, breathe and just take a moment with yourself and let the judgments go.
Is it possible it means we're also judging ourselves? If we're able to judge others, are we able to judge ourselves in return, right? Like, are we doing
and actually that's the root of the problem, because the person we judge the most is this person here, ourselves.
Okay.
And a good way to know if you're judging yourself a lot is look at how much you judge other people.
Wow.
Because basically everybody's a mirror. Yeah. So that means we're judging ourselves. And that's the real root of the problem. A lot of self-criticism and self-judgment. So then you can go deeper into that and ask, how come I could believe in myself more? Or maybe I could feel more passionate. Because we must be compassionate with ourselves first, and then we can be more compassionate with others. Yes?
Yes.
And if we're less hard on ourselves, we can less hard on others. And then if you need to talk to this person, then you can speak to them from a compassionate heart. I noticed you did this, or I noticed you did that. Is there another way you could do it? Or could you do it a little bit faster? But the more loving and compassionate you are when you speak to people about whatever the problem is, the more likely you'll get a good response from them, rather than coming across judgmental, because then they start shutting down because they don't probably feel that good about themselves anyway. And then it just spirals downwards. Yeah. So we have to find love and compassion for ourselves, and then we'll find a way to speak to people from that place rather than from judgment. So we have to come down from the head to the heart.
Wow. Thank you. That was very good.